Aquarius, welcome to the cottage. Let's do your love reading, Aquarius gang. Let's see what is going on with you, Aquarius. Here's how the reading is going to go. We're first going to read for those of you who are dealing with a situation. We're going to make a prediction based on that, and then we will look at new things coming towards those of you with Aquarius placement. Then we'll do the zodiac rundown to see how each individual zodiac sign is coming towards Aquarius, and then we'll pull romance oracles for you. So we are going to dissect your romantic situation down from a number of different directions, Aquarius. So hang on tight and enjoy the ride. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll do so. In case you didn't know, I have launched a website. The link is down below in this, in the description box below this video. That is where you can go to book readings with me. You can see merch. You can see testimonials about my personal reads from those I have read sometimes multiple times for. And you can order t-shirts and other merch and just get a lot of interesting information there as well. So I hope if you haven't checked it out that you'll do so. With that being said, Aquarius, let's get started on your reading and see what is going on with those of you who might be dealing with a situation or having dealt with a situation in the past. Let's just see what comes out for you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on with you, Aquarius? Well, let's see. We've got the Hierophant card here. The Hierophant card. We have the Death reversed. The Star card in reverse. The Page of Swords in the reverse. Six of Wands in the reverse. The World in reverse. Okay, so Page of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Wands in the upright, and the Seven of Wands in reverse. So let's talk about this. For a lot of you, this has to do with past energy. Somebody from the past, maybe peeking back around, or just, you know, that they're in your mind and in your energy. Whether or not you're in communication with them is really kind of beside the point. But you may have really talked commitment with this person, or you may have actually committed to them in a long-term commitment of some sort. With the Hierophant here, you may have thought they were your end-all, be-all. And for some of you, this thing may have been rocky for a bit, okay? You've got Death reversed, which speaks to reconciliation energy. Could be just that one, or either you or the person you're dealing with, has reconciliation on the brain. There is unfinished business here. The World is in reverse, okay? But at the same time, Aquarius, I think you have lost a lot of hope that this person will ever learn. Page of Pentacles is here in reverse. I think a lot of you are not in communication with this person at this time. If you are, it's little to none. And the Page of Swords is in reverse too. So it's like you're dealing with somebody who lacks a lot of maturity. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's very careless with money. Some of you are dealing with somebody who tells you what you want to hear just to avoid conflict. Possibly, you know, somebody who tries to keep things in secret, you know, but but the whole thing causes a lot of conflict, or caused a lot of conflict here with the Five of Wands, okay? Definitely a lot of defensiveness, combativeness within the dynamic, okay? It's like, it's pretty fiery here, okay? And it could be a fire sign. But I think really, Aquarius, that despite your best efforts, you feel as though you failed in reaching this person and trying to get them to figure out what was going on here, what they were doing that was so reckless or immature or whatever. And I think you beat yourself up about not being able to get through to this person. But I will remind you, Aquarius, you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink. And I think this dynamic is one that would illustrate that. That is the nature of the energies that I'm getting from this thing. And I think you tried numerous times. And what's really interesting is this. I think when this situation went by the wayside, okay, and I don't know who did the walking away, but what I get from this is that if it was, I think for a lot of you Aquarians, it was you who may have walked away, but you walked away feeling unfinished business, like you just lacked an understanding. You didn't feel like you got closure. You felt like, you wished that there would have been a better closure in the whole dynamic. So I think regardless of who did the walking away, whether it was you or this other person, I think you walked away from this thing shaking your head like, what? I mean, what? Why? And that's what I get. Why couldn't they see? Why couldn't they figure this out? Why couldn't they learn? I tried to tell them. And I don't know where you are on this now, Aquarius. And I say this in your readings, you're a fixed sign, and it may be that you kind of made up your mind to create your own closure, which can certainly be done. We're going to see where this thing is going to go, whether this person might reach out or whether you're going to level up from this thing or what. But I'm going to give you the zodiac signs before we do predict where this thing is going to go, if anywhere. Okay, a lot of fire here. We have earth and air, and then you have Taurus and Aquarius in the major arcanas, okay, and Scorpio. But there's a lot of unspoken words, I think, Aquarius, you walked away from this thing with a lot more questions than answers. And that happens a lot. It happens a lot when you don't get closure. So let's see where this thing is going to go. Let's see where this thing is going to go. I mean, if you're going to, you can heal from something where there's not closure. Is it hard? Yes. Is it doable? Well, I've done it. So I'm walking, talking proof that it can be done. I struggled with that, feeling like I didn't have closure for a long time. But I finally had to realize I had to see where this person was coming from and where they were energetically. And that gave me the closure that I needed, would be to kind of have a perspective. I'm not saying that what they did was excusable, but it helped me to understand their behaviors and why things played out the way they did. And so it sometimes is about seeing the big picture. With that being said, Aquarius, let's see where this thing is going to go before we look at new things coming towards you. What's going to happen going here? Ace of Wands in reverse, Nine of Cups in reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the upright. That's a big fat no on the part of the Aquarius. You're not dealing with emotional codependence or somebody who's fickle pickle and really just, it's like if they're not going to show you any interest, you're going to cut it on out with the Queen of Swords in the upright. And that's air energy, and that is you standing your ground, holding your boundaries. In spite of not having all the answers, your intuition is telling you what to do, and you're doing it. So I pulled water and air and fire, and I think that's where you are on this thing. And I'm going to now pull for new things coming towards the Aquarius gang. New things coming in. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. New things coming towards you. New things coming towards the Aquarians. Let's take a look, Aquarius. What do you need to know? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. New things. Oh, Four of Wands. What? What is going on? Wow. Okay, so the King of Wands is here. The Eight of Swords is here. The Hermit is here. The Strength card is here. And the Six of Swords in reverse. So interesting, because this is a pretty dynamic person. Could be a fire sign, possibly. You've also pulled heavy air. Well, of course, you're an air sign, and you've pulled, Leo specifically and Virgo. Could be any sign, though. But hear me out. The Four of Wands. It's almost like you learned a lot from that other dynamic, and it's a level up. But whoever's coming in is very dynamic, very attractive. And while they turn a lot of heads when they walk through a room, they are really focused on you, okay? If they're at a distance, they're closing the distance. And I think they're coming out of a period of time where they were kind of spent a lot of time in solitude, healing, and that sort of thing. And they're going to take it slow with the Strength card. They're going to be quiet about this thing for a while with the Eight of Swords in the upright, the Hermit in the upright, and the Strength in the upright. but they're going to come towards you. It's just going to be a slow burner, but it is a lot of passion, a lot of emotion here. And it's the 1111 card. It's divine timing and knowing you are at the right place at the right time, and you are about ready to pull something pretty darn spectacular in Aquarius, okay? So there you have it. Let's do the zodiac rundown and see how the various zodiac signs are coming towards the Aquarius gang. Let's see about that real quick, Aquarius. Let's see about that. Let's see, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what we have. I had a piece of cotton in my mouth. What? Where'd that come from? I mean, this is a new shirt, but weird, right? All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Zodiac sign rundown. All right, Aquarius, let's find out. If you're dealing with an Aries, if you are dealing with an Aries, the Aries is holding back because they feel like there is too much competition, conflict, or drama. If you are dealing with a Taurus, the Taurus feels like the Taurus, either one of two things. Either they question your motives and feels like you're immature and have not learned your lessons, or that is true about them. If you have, if you're dealing with a Gemini, the Gemini is not interested and is cutting this thing out. If you are dealing with a Cancer, the Cancer is giving up on this and wants to heal from this and move on. If you are dealing with a Leo, the Leo has not given up on this. And they are maybe at a distance, but they want to close this distance. They want to come rushing in. They've not given up on this. If you are dealing with a Virgo, the Virgo has a lot of doubts about this and is withdrawing. If you are dealing with a Libra, the Libra feels like you need to make a judgment call and stop being so emotionally unavailable, or either they do, okay? If you are dealing with a Scorpio, the Scorpio feels like you're all that in a bag of chips. They are very much in this thing for the long haul. If you are dealing with a Sagittarius, I don't see any ending in sight. The Sagittarius is a master of manifestation and feels as though you guys have everything that you need to make this thing a go and make it be a lasting dynamic. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius, Capricorn. I skipped Capricorn. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, the Capricorn is really kind of just bored, complacent, and not interested. They may be trying to get stable themselves or deal with some stability issues, or either they feel like you are unstable. If you are dealing with an Aquarius, the Aquarius feels like this thing is better left alone, that it would end in disaster again if you guys readdressed it, and they want to heal from this thing and get themselves balanced and just kind of take a time out. If you're dealing with a Pisces, the Pisces is really more focused on their career right now, and they really are not looking for love at all, okay? So let's pull some romance oracles for you, Aquarius. Let's pull some romance oracles for the Aquarius gang. Aquarius. Let's take a look. Well, let's see here. Retreat. Go into solitude. Do your healing. Passion. Something very passionate coming in. I said that with that Four of Wands. Forgiveness and learning. Stay on your shadow work, okay? As you release and heal the past, your romantic experiences are better and more healthy, right? Love yourself first. You cannot have a healthy dynamic any other way than having your own self-respect and valuing yourself. Children. Your love life may be affected by children. You may have children with this person coming in that I have predicted for you, Aquarius, okay? And then true love. I said it. There's your 1111 confirmation, Aquarius. So thank you so, so much. Really appreciate all of you guys watching. Please be sure to like and comment below. Thank you so much, Aquarius.